Chips Ahoy are a cookie-themed street punk band that got their start in 2015 when a bunch of friends took a silly joke and ran with it.
We worked backwards. We started with the name. Kobe came up with the name, Chips Ahoy. We just thought that was too funny, so we just started writing these songs. And it just all came together really easily, actually. There's a lot of material when you want to write stupid songs about cookies. The hard part is trying to write serious songs after you've written all these songs about cookies.
All our bands kind of split around the same time frame. So I brought this idea to them to see if they wanted to continue playing punk.
You know, I was sitting around at home one night, just kind of probably drinking beers. Got a text from these morose motherfuckers over here and said, hey, came up with an idea for a band. You want to play some guitar?
I think it was like late spring, early summer of 2019. Chips had just recently moved on from their drummer. At the time, I haven't been playing with anybody for a few months. And especially on drums, actually. I haven't been on drums for a few years. So it was just like perfect timing, you know?
The band has released 2 albums in the last 5 years, 2017's Make Pogo Great Again and Boots, Leather, Scarves and Toques in 2019. They've spent many nights on the road touring Canada. They've been invited 3 times to play We Are the Punks Fest, one of the biggest punk festivals in North America, hosted in West Palm Beach, Florida. This year's touring plans were cancelled due to the pandemic. On March 26, AHS shut down all live events across Alberta. That was the same night that Chips Ahoy was supposed to start their leg of the tour with the Real Mackenzies.
I was there, the show was that night, and I was talking to Tyson, the guy who runs the joint, and the call came through just as like, I think they were doing a sound check. We also were supposed to have a tour on the West Coast with the Rip Chords. Obviously that got shut down too. And we were supposed to play with a band called The Restarts, which we were all really looking forward to.
The band would never let a pandemic get them down. They put their time in quarantine to good use to come up with new songs for a new EP.
The new record is ACAB, ACAB, All Cookies Are Biscuits. We like to joke around, but it's satire. There's some good lyrical content in there that's very relevant.
We recorded 6 songs. One of them is a cover. The other ones are all brand new.
It's definitely not the same as the first album, so if people are stoked on the first album and not so stoked on the second, you probably won't be stoked on third. It's a little bit harder, less funny cookie songs, more serious.
It's gonna be good. It's got some rippers on there, man.